morning, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It is Friday morning, and I have been awake for way too flippin' long, especially considering how late kiddo went to bed last night. I was not expecting this, I'm not gonna lie. I really thought that he was going to sleep in today, and yeah, I was wrong. So I'm a little bit very tired this morning, but with all that being said, I just recorded a marathon of a grocery haul. This one won't be out until October because I already, well actually I suppose by the time you guys are watching this, I'll have just posted the September one. So I'll go ahead and I'll put that up here because I think that this video is actually coming out like the day after that. So the one I recorded today, like I said, is not coming out until October, but it was 3 different stores and the orders arrived kind of staggered. So by the time I was putting one whole set away, the next order would arrive. And so I feel like I have been talking for about 45 minutes straight and I'm out of breath. My throat hurts, like it's been a lot. And our day actually has not even really begun yet, so great. For the rest of the day though, we don't have a hell day today, which is a nice new thing for us. Typically for the last few months, Fridays have been one of 2 or 3 hell days a week, depending on the week. But we kind of did a switcheroo, so from now on, Fridays are gonna be kind of like a floating hell day, where sometimes it's hell days, sometimes it's not. Today is a not kind of a day, so that's why I had time to go ahead and record those videos that will eventually just be one video today. I'm gonna tidy up the house some. The house is pretty much, it's good, but you know, there are kind of some things here and there that we've got to handle. And kiddo is currently doing his part to absolutely wreck the therapy room area. He's got to do something with his time, right? He's got to play, he's got to, you know, do things. So understandable, but that's also stuff I have to do before we kind of get our day started. So I'm going to feed everybody. I'm going to, well, including the dragons. I haven't fed the dragons yet this morning. So feed everybody and start working on the house. I edited 4 videos yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think I have another like 3 or 4 to go. And I'm going to record another video today at some point if I have the opportunity. I should have time, seeing as it's not hell day right now. But the point is that I've been up for a very long time, even though it's quite early in the day still, and I've done plenty, but there's still plenty more to do. So I wanted to pop in and say hi to you guys first. I really should like have a drink of something or something to soothe my throat before I jump into another chatting to myself on camera kind of marathon. But yeah, I just want to kind of get that over with. So I'm gonna record that video now, get the day started, or continued, I suppose, as far as like getting the house handled. And yeah, happy Friday. Hey guys, it's Monday morning. Kiddo just woke up. I think you guys might have heard the door slam. Hi, Papa. It's Monday morning, and I did not record all weekend basically, but we spent the weekend doing stuff around the house, going to my parents' house, watching the race, typical weekend family things. And speaking of typical, usually I would be starting a new episode today, but this week is a little funky with the schedule because we have the monthly grocery haul collab this week, and that usually comes out on a Tuesday, which is typically when I would be putting out this vlog. So since I have a little bit of extra time, and because I didn't record over the weekend, I'm gonna go ahead and record through today for this episode. And I'll start the new episode tomorrow. There you go, Papa. And yeah, so pretty much, I guess I've caught you up on what happened over the weekend. It really wasn't very much at all. And so for today, what else is happening today? we have a hell day because it's Monday, and Mondays are permanent hell days now. Mondays and Tuesdays are permanent hell days now, with Friday, thank you so much, with Friday being like a floating hell day because sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. This week it is, so we have 3 hell days this week. But the good news is that next week we're doing a staycation. So again, speaking of like funky vlogging schedules, I don't know what next week is gonna look like video schedule wise. I definitely have a recipe video that I'm gonna share with you guys because that one's recorded, edited, etc. It's ready to go. But as far as my 2 vlogs next week, I don't know if I'm putting out 2 vlogs next week. If I put out any vlogs at all, I'm not sure when in the week they will come out. I'm kind of playing it by ear because typically during my staycations, I don't really record. I take a complete week off period from everything that's not leisure, and that includes not editing footage that I've already recorded because that is also work. Even if I'm not actively filming, if I'm editing, I'm still working. So I kind of put the entire channel on pause while I'm on staycation, and so again, I'm kind of playing by ear whether or not I'll even post that week besides that recipe that's already set to go. And if I do post, I don't know how frequently and I don't know at what time or like at what point in the week I will post. But yeah, as far as today, we have our first therapy in less than a half hour, and as you've just seen, kiddo literally just woke up. So I have to convince you to have your breakfast so that we can get ready to play soon. And yeah, the whole day I'm gonna be tidying the house because it could actually use it again. My husband was actually the biggest culprit this week. There's all sorts of stuff. We're currently working on switching the bearded dragons over to a bioactive setup. So that means basically that I don't have to clean their enclosures anymore because we're going to have kind of a compostable substrate, and we're going to have a lot of little tiny buggies in there that take care of the waste, if you get my drift. And yeah, it's gonna be a living ecosystem that just kind of sustains itself, which is very, very cool. And I love the idea of not having to keep up with the enclosure cleanup anymore. Literally like once every 5 years we have to empty the whole thing and start over, but that's it. So we're in the process of that, but then that means that we've got a bunch of materials and stuff for the substrate pretty much right at the front door, which is the least convenient place for them to be, but that's where hubby decided to leave them, so I've got to deal with that now. And we also have our nice big spinning chair that you guys have probably seen in vlogs in the past, and that chair has become kind of like a catch-all. You come home, you put your backpack down or your purse or whatever on that chair. Take off your hoodie, you throw it on the chair. Oh, something arrived from Amazon, put the box on the chair. Like everything ends up on the chair somehow. And it is the bane of my freaking existence because I'm constantly grabbing everything off the chair and putting it back where it goes so that the chair can be used as it's intended. And yeah, this weekend my husband, I don't know what he was doing, if he was organizing his desk or what, but everything that he couldn't find a place for on his desk has ended up on the chair. And I told him yesterday, please handle the chair before you go to bed, and he assured me, yeah, I'm working on it. I don't even want to show you the state of the chair right now, but it's driving me crazy. So I'm going to be busy today. There's a lot going on. But I did, of course, want to pop in, let you guys know what happened over the weekend, kind of give you some idea as to what happens or what's going to happen the rest of the week, at least upload-wise, because I'm still kind of figuring it out. But in case you're wondering, hey, the vlog's kind of late, what happened, or what, now you know. Now, hopefully you understand. So for now, I'm gonna stop talking because I do have a ton I've got to do, and I've got like 20 minutes left to do it now. So, happy Monday. How could I forget? Happy Monday. Hello, my friends. I'm wrapping up the episode. I'm sure you can hear the bath going. Kiddo's about to get in the bath. But yeah, wrapping it up for today. Today has been a lot. First off, tiny little thing, silly, but I spilled my big ass bottle of water on my desk, and I believe I drowned my keyboard, my Bluetooth Mac keyboard that came with the computer. It won't turn on now. It was the teeniest bit of water, but you might recall back in the early days of the vlog, I actually totally drowned my laptop exactly this way a few years ago at the beginning of the pandemic. So same desk even. But yeah, that's the thing I'm dealing with now. I can't get into my computer. My husband says that he has a spare keyboard, so hoping to look for that. And it's not wireless or anything, but that's fine. And it's also not an Apple keyboard, so I don't know how the functionality of everything's gonna work, but I gotta make it happen because otherwise I can't get this video up for you guys in time. So that's a thing. And then also a thing that's happened today is kiddo has been so, like, he's been very overstimulated today, but at the same time really seeking stimulation. We're just having a dysregulated kind of day, and so the consequence of that is that the in-person therapist came over, and my son immediately was like, I can't do this. I can't do this today. This is not going to happen. And typically, I try to find a balance between, like, I'm not going to push him to do therapy if obviously he's not going to get anything out of the therapy and we're just pushing him as like a means of torture. Like, I'm not with that. But also, I don't want him to get the idea that if he kicks up enough of a fuss that he's gonna, like, just get his way, right? So we need to go case by case and really figure out, like, you know, get to the bottom of what's going on and see how we, you know, adapt from there. So immediately he was like, I can't do this. And a lot of the times once the guy actually arrives, he's like, okay, well, he's here, it's not so bad, and we'll, you know, the show gets on the road. But that's not what happened today. So today the guy himself was like, oh, this isn't gonna work. So listen, let's do 10 minutes and then we'll be all done. But the problem is, this guy still hasn't learned that the magic words for my son are all done. Once you say all done, we are all done. So we always tell him, like, we're gonna finish, we're going to do X many more, and then we'll do something different, etc. But you reserve that all done for when you're actually all done, because the moment those words enter his ear holes, you're out of here, you're leaving. So he did that. He said the wrong thing, and my son was like, oh cool, let me help you grab your stuff. He was very upset. So the guy was like, okay, then listen, I'm gonna ask you 10 questions and then I'll leave. So the guy asked him the 10 questions, he answered the 10 questions, and then he grabbed all the guy's stuff and took it to the front door. And I was like, okay, fair enough. He's obviously not having it today. You know, it is what it is. So I apologized profusely to the guy for making him come all the way down there, all the way down here for nothing. Because typically when I know that these are going to go poorly, I'll just cancel in advance. But he was fine until I said to him, oh, by the way, the guy will be here in like 5 minutes. It's time to put our masks on. And then we just didn't recover after that. So, you know, it happens. It is what it is. Hopefully we'll get a nice good rest tonight and tomorrow will be a better day. But that's been what's gone on today. That's been this stretch of days in my life. So I don't know again what my schedule is going to be like for the next week or so. I'll try to figure that out, but I know that for sure I'm starting a new episode tomorrow. So we will chat again very, very soon. You will see my face again very, very soon. You okay, Papa? Yeah, he's good. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching this chaotic video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll please give it a thumbs up before you go. Make sure you subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And we will chat again very, very soon. Bye.